Welcome back. This is a live look over downtown Toronto, courtesy of EarthCam. Canadian aviation officials are investigating the Delta plane that crashed and landed upside down yesterday. This is new video of that crash showing the moment it landed in Toronto. You see the flight operated by Endeavour Air immediately crashing and flipping over after touching down at Toronto Pearson International Airport. 80 people were aboard that flight from Minneapolis. Amazingly, all able to get out safely. At least 18 people were injured, including 2 who were airlifted to local hospitals. They've now been released. This crash adds to a rough few weeks for air travel. Michael Yoshida reports from Toronto as investigators work to figure out what happened.
Airport emergency workers mounted a textbook response, reaching the site within minutes and quickly evacuating the passengers.
A total of 80 people were evacuated from the Delta plane. Passenger John Nelson described the scene inside the plane.
There was like a big fireball out this left side of the plane. And when we got finished, it was I was upside down.
An air safety analyst says it's amazing that everyone survived the crash.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong, yet still 80 people survived the accident.
Toronto Pearson Airport Fire Chief Todd Aitken says 18 people were injured. Delta says that some of those injured passengers have been released from the hospital. Experts and officials say the outcome is a credit to the crews on and off the plane. Monday's crash adds to a rough few weeks for air travel in the United States. 10 people dead after a Regent airline plane crashed in Alaska earlier this month. In late January, there were a pair of fatal incidents. 7 people were killed when a medevac jet crashed in a Philadelphia neighborhood, and there was the mid-air collision near Washington, D.C. that killed 67 people. 2 runways at Toronto will remain closed as the work to determine what caused the crash continues. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada is leading the investigation, and the National Transportation Safety Board in the U.S. is assisting. I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
Seeing that video and hearing about a number of different incidents with planes, you might be concerned about your safety when you travel. But our sister station in Washington, D.C. talked with a former air traffic controller who says the skies are safe.
For every one incident that might occur, there are 44,999 that have been safe. And so we have to make sure that we don't dismiss the need for ongoing safety improvements, but we don't lose sight of the big picture, that it is still the safest aviation system in the world.
They also talked with a former NTSB investigator who says the odds are 1 in 10 million that you would die as the result of a plane incident. In conclusion, they both say the skies are safe even now. Meanwhile, Southwest Airlines has announced layoffs at its Dallas headquarters. Southwest is laying off 15% of its corporate employees, which is about 1,750 people. Eligible employees will continue to receive benefits and salary through April. They'll also receive severance pay and help to find new jobs. Southwest CEO Robert Jordan called the layoffs an extremely difficult decision. The company says minimizing costs and increasing efficiencies are the reasons for the layoffs.